Oh, goodness. Okay. So, I've never had Spam. I've only seen it from a distance, as I explained last episode.
Neither have I.
So segment 1, this is going to be, our first food review.
First of
And
all,
the food that we will be reviewing is Spam.
can I at least explain where I got this? And maybe you have a
Yes,
funny
of
story
course.
behind where you got yours. But there's a certain convenience store that I go to. And I made a special trip from my house to go to this convenience store. That's actually quite a ways away. And it's the only place I know that I know where to find Spam, because it's like, you know, in convenience stores where it's mostly just junk and crap, but there's this one narrow aisle of like canned food and bread that just is really out of place, and nobody buys it, so it sits on there for months because they're imperishable.
Yeah.
This thing was here, and I tell you, it was dusty. And there was two
really?
cans there. Yeah, they're both very dusty. Nobody touches this stuff. And I think today we might find out why.
Lift to corner. Okay, wow. Well, my funny story is, I went to Walmart, asked the person, where can I find Spam? They led me to the aisle. I was like, thanks, and then I got it. There we go. That was my story.
Ready to pop this baby up?
Let's get this.
Oh, that was surprisingly silent. Oh, that looks nasty.
Wow. Oh, man.
Oh, it reeks.
Oh, that smells like tuna. Oh.
Oh boy.
It doesn't smell that bad, frankly. I think it just smells like...
Yeah.
It smells like canned tuna.
It smells like just like canned tuna. I hope it tastes like canned tuna. It is made of...
I hope it does too.
Pork with ham, salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar, sodium nitrate.
Okay. How would you describe the look before cutting into it?
Let's see. There's two good ways I could describe this. It looks like dirty silly putty. Or just the cross section of a big old slam of bologna.
Yeah. When you opened your can, did you actually have on the top? Is it impressioned with the design that was on the top of the pull-off lid thing?
No. Oh. Yeah, slightly.
Yes. So it's fancy. Oh gosh.
Okay, so I was expecting it to be like in a like suspended in gel, kind of like a human brain or an organ, but no, it is solid and it's sticking to the sides. I'm shaking this thing all I want. It is in there. It is not coming out.
I am squeezing the sides and they are slowly coming up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I'm squeezing it and it just kind of like, oh, it bulges out. Okay.
Oh gosh, the liquid, I'm squeezing it from the sides and the liquid, whatever it is gushing off the top.
All
okay.
Right, I'm pulling it out with the fork. Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna dump it into the bowl.
I gotta pull this thing out. Is yours like liquidy?
Yeah, I'm trying to dump it out, but it's not working.
It's solid. It's really solid and quite
real
dry.
solid, real in there. I'm gonna get my spoon because you got a fork, so I decided to get a spoon. Oh, gross. Oh.
Okay.
I do not like the texture.
Oh
of
my
this.
gosh, it just got way more potent, and there's like a layer of some gelatinous stuff on the edges. Wow.
Oh
okay.
my gosh. So the way I'm scooping it, you know how ice cream, when you scoop it with a spoon, it leaves those like little waves?
Yeah.
That's what's
I know
happening here with pork.
Okay.
Oh gosh. It's so strong. The smell is...
It's way stronger now that it's out. So I'm just gonna describe what I'm seeing here. In my bowl is a block of Spam that is in the perfect shape of the can it was in. It wasted absolutely zero space. It smells. I've actually had a pretty bad stomach ache for the last hour, and I hope it's not because I'm hungry, because I am not eating a lot of this.
Oh my gosh.
Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll love it.
Okay,
We'll see.
I'm going in. I'm opening my door. This next bit of recording might be a little worse. And I'm gonna be a little colder, but frankly, this is so bad. I'm putting this out of my room as soon as I'm done with this review. Okay. So, Spam retails for $2.95. Wait, I think that's how much I got it for.
U.S.
I don't
dollars.
remember. U.S. dollars, yes. I'm about to eat it. Are you ready, Tendo?
Hold on. Should I grab a bite here?
Yep, I've taken a
hold
bite, or I'm taking. Oh my gosh, there's a little tiny spot of congealed blood right here.
All right. Can I?
Do you have any congealed blood in your block?
No, not that I can see. I have a piece here. Should I eat it?
Yes, but wait for me.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. That's bad.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
That's really bad.
All right. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. I'll let you go first. Thoughts?
So I'm back. I just threw up.
Oh.
Okay, so
That bad.
yeah, I threw up. I gagged, and I don't like Spam. I'm just gonna say that now.
That bad. Okay. Wow.
Did you like it more than I did?
Oh, certainly.
Ugh. Gosh. Ugh.
You okay?
Goodness. No, I'm not. I'm mentally scarred for life
Wow.
from this. Okay, it's not that bad, but I threw up. It's not a good
threw
taste,
up,
and
huh?
I can't handle it.
Okay.
Goodness gracious me.
Do you want to describe the taste? Because if not, I was gonna go ahead.
It tastes like really pungent tuna that's been spat on by a troll.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. I thought the tuna taste was exclusive to the kind of fish. I thought that the tuna fish tasted like that. But no, I think there is a certain kind of canned taste almost to canned meat, because it doesn't taste quite fishy. It tastes I don't know. It as you said, it tastes similar to tuna, but it's not like a fish. Like I wouldn't compare it to like salmon or like any other kind of fish. And I think the canned taste kind of, I don't know. I can't describe it. It's quite salty. I will say that.
Okay.
If you've ever had like a ham, like just a big old piece of ham, not like store bought, like I don't know what you'd call it, like a ham roast. It tastes like that.
Ugh.
But the flavor is really in your face. With ham, it's kind of lower. It's gonna kind of got that salty pork taste. Nothing like bologna or like a sandwich meat. But it's this really salty, hammy taste. But I would say, in my opinion, the thing that did it in for me, the worst part, is the texture. This thing is
that's
has
what
a
made me throw
grosser
up.
texture than like tuna. This is
Yeah.
wow.
That's what made me throw up. So we're
if you
gonna
look at it-
score this on. Here, just take your utensil and just slap it.
I'm gonna slap it against the mic. Sounds a bit like a rubber ball. I don't know how to describe it.
Ugh.
It's like
Okay.
a block of solid like
Meat.
no,
It's a meat
it's
block.
like tuna fish. It's ugh.
Okay, so
Ugh.
it's worse than I was expecting. I'm just gonna say that. I was going in with low expectations, and
I'm going in again.
they went. What?
I'm going in for another taste.
Oh, perfect. I get to actually catch your reaction. I was running away for a trash can. So here.
Yeah, no, if I'm being completely honest here, between some crackers, this would be pretty good. It reminds me a bit of a certain liver sausage that I've had before.
Ew.
If this was cooked, that would...
It is cooked. It's fully cooked.
No,
That's the
I
whole
mean,
point
sorry.
of this.
If it was warm and you, like, fired it up in a skillet, this would make it about 3 to 4 times more appetizing. I'll say that much. You stick this in a sandwich, I'd be like, that's pretty good. But no, I think that it being cold.
Look at the image on the front. It's like a Spam burger in it.
I'd eat that.
I wouldn't. I'd. Okay.
Right.
Let's give it a score out of 300. 100 for texture, 1 for taste, and another for smell. So, from a scale of 1 to 100, what would you give the taste?
Let me think. Taste. I'd give it a low. No, I'm gonna say a good 50, 56.
A 56?
56.
Okay. Taste 56. What about the smell?
All right. Smell. Like a 13.
A 13. Okay. And what about the texture?
Texture. There's a lot of things worse. You know what? I'm gonna take that smell back. That smell was awfully low. Texture would be much lower than that. It's not that smelly. I'm gonna give it a smell score of 30. Texture, I gotta give it like a 15.
A 15. Okay. Well, taste for me was a measly, I'm gonna say 20. No, that's too high. I'm gonna say taste for me was about 18. 18 for taste. It's not the worst thing I've had. But it did make me throw up. But
this is also
I think that's mainly because of the texture, which I'm giving a 3. And for smell, frankly, it didn't smell bad. It was just strong, which I can't stand in a room for a long time. So I'm actually going to give it, for smell, I'm going to give it 75.
All right.
A pretty high score.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, the smell isn't necessarily bad smell. It's just pretty potent. I like your score.
Okay, so your final score, 101 out of 300. And my final score was 96 out of 300.
So I think
if we combined them, 197 out of 600. That is our final score. Okay, do you have anything else to say?
If I were to judge the smell, I think a little better, mine would definitely be higher because our scores are pretty similar, but you threw up and I didn't. So, wow, I think that was a good what was that, food review segment?
Okay, well, do you have any last remarks for Spam?
Last remarks is, if I'm being honest, I'm actually pretty excited about Spam, and I actually want to see if I can make some food out of it. Get together some friends who have maybe never had Spam. Try to make something.
Are you gonna have a Spam party?
Yeah, like a little spam cooking party.
That sounds like an idea. Yeah, definitely.
You want to come?
Actually, I would love to. If I had the money to fly all the way to where you live,
right,
and come to a Spam party, I would definitely come. Trust me. Segment 2.
This segment only exists because I thought it was going to be a segment last week, and now it's not, and now it's a segment this week, and I won it.
Well, not really this week, because it's not a weekly podcast.
Oh,
but
no, I know, but you understand what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Last recording session.
Heck yeah, bro. So last episode we did things that we hate about the things we love. And Tendo has some things that he loves about the things that he hates, which is a little flip flop.
All right, there you go.
Flippity flip flop. So let's give it to us.
I think this one's I'm just gonna say, finding things you hate about the things you love, it is, I think, pretty easy for a lot of us because it's easy to nitpick things that we're very familiar with, even if we glorify them. But I think this is a better activity. Finding things you love about things you hate. I think you should, if you're listening to this podcast, sit down. See if you can think of a few things you love about the things.
I actually have one that I just thought of, so.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and start with my first two. So the first one is I don't like modern like money grabbing blockbusters. You could say that the Marvel franchise is one of them. I know this is gonna date the episode immediately, but movies like Geostorm. If you've heard of that.
No, I've never heard of it.
Oh goodness.
Googling it.
Geostorm.
Geostorm.
That movie, World War Z, is a very similar one about, cashing in like the disaster tropes, and how people are obsessed with that and whatnot. Basically all the Saw movies after the first one, were just to make money. Anyway, I don't like money grabbing blockbusters because people don't understand that they're made only to make money, so they give them their money, and then they go to a movie that they don't enjoy. And it's like, stop giving them your money if you don't enjoy the movie. But you know what I love about them?
Don't give them your money.
I love that.
Give us your money.
That's true. Give us your money.
Patreon.com/segment-fm. Okay.
They have great CG effects. Like, unless it's an independent film, you go to any bad movie and they got some killer CG. Transformers
have you ever seen
movie?
Sharknado? Oh my gosh.
Sharknado.
Those things have the best
Sharknado's
effects.
independent, though.
Birdemic.
Non-independent.
You know what? I don't care. Transformers is bad, and I'm trying to make things bad that are good. Doesn't make sense. But I know what you mean.
Right. Bad superhero movies have amazing visual effects. Maybe terrible writing and cinematography, but you got, 30 nerds sitting in a basement getting paid $500,000 a year to make, Batman punch Superman in the face in 4K.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So, that's my first one.
Okay. So this one is something I just thought of.
Okay.
I hate Hitler. I think he was a bad guy. He did some pretty bad stuff. But I love his paintings. Have you seen Hitler's paintings?
I have
Adolf
not.
Hitler's paintings? He was actually a surprisingly good painter, and I am actually impressed by his artwork.
Yeah, I know he went into art. I mean, most people... Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
he has a really cool style. It's like simplistic, but also detailed.
I like these. He's very good at drawing architecture. Or
yeah,
he was before...
before he killed himself.
Right.
And got mad with power.
I forgot about that part. I was just so caught in the paintings.
Oh my gosh.
So, wow, these are good. This makes me think maybe I should become an amazing YouTube star, and then turn around and take over the world, because I don't know, it feels like people will appreciate my art so much more if I contrast it by like world domination, genocide.
It's the beauty in the brutality, frankly. So
right.
It's a very poetic thing. Okay, so what's your next thing that you hate
my
about
next
those things?
one
No.
is I kind of hate Christmas capitalism. And there's very few people I know that to some extent don't dislike it. I mean, hating is a strong word. None of these things I would say I hate. Like I passionately want to go protest against them. Except for maybe the next one, but like Christmas capitalism sucks. Like you see all these commercials that are trying to grab at the emotions that they made you feel last year.
Manipulation.
And they're all just like, give us your money. Like, look at this symbolism that reminds you of, happy memories from Christmas or your childhood. Buy Campbell's soup, Or come on down to Walmart. We got all the holiday things you need, because you need things for the holidays.
You need spam for the holidays.
You need lots of spam. Come on down to Walmart. We'll shove spam down your throats, because you know what? You need that for Christmas. And it's this idea that you need this for the holidays.
That's all advertising, though.
Need that, I mean,
That's what advertising is. You have to create a desire. I've actually taken some graphic design things, and there was like a 4-step process. It was draw the eye, gain their attention, retain their attention, and then create a desire. So if it's like a poster or something, it's like you want to make them want to go to the thing that that's advertising for. Or if it's a product, you want
And
to want to. It's all manipulation psychology.
Here's the thing.
And it's twisted, but
I could go on and on about this, but on the bright side,
Yep.
you know what comes with the, Christmas capitalism?
Christmas.
Well, yes. But you know what that brings on? That brings on people around you being falsely kind to you out of just pure obligation. And free stuff. You know? Who doesn't love free stuff? I mean, granted, for most people, once they reach a certain age, it's just junk that they're going to have to throw away, which is why, as I've said in a previous episode, I believe this was in the other podcast, I'm a firm believer in gifts being consumable like food. But
Yeah.
free stuff and false kindness. What can you not love about that? I mean, besides that it's false and it's brought on mostly by capitalism.
Obligation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, it's you know what? The season's upon us. Let's just jump in feet first, and then in January we can realize how much money we lost. Anyway, on a bit of a lighter mood, I have one more, or I have two more, but on a bit of a lighter mood, war.
Oh, you love war? No, you hate war. Sorry.
Yeah, like, unrest between countries, people dying, violence. No, seriously,
Good times.
it sucks. Nobody likes war. Nobody wants people to die. It's stupid.
That's not true.
But humans
there's
like
a
it.
lot of people who like war,
Hey.
and there's a lot of people who like people to die.
But
For all intents and purposes, everyone hates war and nobody wants
can we
anyone to
say
die.
that?
There we go.
Can we make the generalization to say that most people do not like war? It's just not a fun time. All right.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I love about it? And you know what humanity, whether it likes it or not, loves about it?
They band together.
Band together, and you know what that creates? It creates progress. If you
Yes,
look
it does.
at how much progress humanity has made, look at any select group in the time that they were fighting another group. I mean, obviously the big example is World War II, the advances in medicine and like women in the workplace kind of thing. But all the way back in Greece, when they were being invaded by the Romans, they were at war. Archimedes, he developed all of his greatest contraptions in the time that the Greek government told him, you have to create war weapons or we are going to lose the war. And though ultimately they lost the war, out of this desperation, he gained all these materials and all this support and this money, and he was able to, fund all this stuff and bring minds together. And, yeah. So, there's that.
Yeah.
All right, so my last one on my list, I jotted down because the idea was I'd start with things that are relatable, and then as I go down the list, I'd get more and more extreme.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
You got that. It's pretty obvious.
I noticed that,
Pretty
yes.
obvious joke. The last one is so the thing that I hate is existential dread and knowing that you're going to die. But you know what's great about that, Noah? It means that you know you're alive, and you know you're conscious, and you think, therefore, you are.
Segment 3. This is a segment that I had the idea for, and it's called Segmented on the Street, where we go out and we ask people that we just know a little bit or know well. The idea was to ask complete strangers, but also he doesn't have time, and I'm an absolute wimp. So I'm gonna be asking people I kind of know. We're gonna ask them questions that are just silly and not like what are your political standings on the camels taking Manhattan. That
Yes.
didn't actually happen.
Unless
it did.
Very important political issue going on right now. If you haven't, if you aren't up to date.
I'd suggest reading up on it. I will leave some resources in the show notes description.
There you go.
Yeah, or you can just Google camels take Manhattan. But anyway, so the questions that we had, what we're gonna do is we're going to tell you guys what the question was. We're gonna answer it ourselves, what our personal answers are, and then we'll play the answers for you that we got from various people. So the first question was, I don't have it with me. What was the first question?
First question is, what is the worst thing you've ever received as a gift?
Fuzzy socks that don't fit, even with good intentions. You can't use them for anything.
A 3DS I had already gotten one that year, and then somebody didn't bother to check and ended up getting another one with the exact same copy of the game and everything. So it wasn't necessarily a bad gift. It's just, it was disappointing when they saw my reaction was, oh, thanks.
I think I got like one Reese's peanut butter cup once.
Once I got this makeup kit, and I was like, I don't wear makeup. And it's like a really big, just cheap makeup. It was like, oh, thanks, but no thanks.
They must know you very well.
Yeah.
Socks.
So Dave gave me this card. It was a farting monkey card, and it was I don't know what it said, but there was a farting monkey in it. I'll just leave it at that. Next year, it's my 16th birthday. My mom and dad gave me the same exact card, and I kind of didn't appreciate it, but then I kind of did, because I'm like, wow, I really do deserve this, don't I?
Right, so this is actually really kind of odd, because like it's the worst thing that I've gotten, but it's also one of the best things that I've received. It was the worst thing that I've received. I think I might have told you this already before. Is a shrimp, a live shrimp. Have I told you this story?
No, you haven't.
His name was Jim. It was a living shrimp. It died 2 days later because they put it in fresh water. So they did have food with it, but it was a living shrimp named Jim the shrimp, and it died. So it was the best gift for 2 days, and then it died, and it was very saddening to me, and therefore that's why it's the worst gift.
Yeah, I can see that. I had to think about this a long time. I haven't really received any bad gifts. I was about to say popcorn, because one time I just received a big tub of popcorn, just plain popcorn, and I don't really like popcorn. I don't love it.
Fair enough.
Because, anyway. But no, I thought of a better one. Is on 2 occasions I have received off-brand Legos. And not even Mega Bloks.
Oh, we talked about those last episode.
They're even farther off-brand. Ones where every single piece is unique. And they're like shipped straight out of Taiwan with a few, English words. They don't fit with anything and they break in 3 seconds. And at the time I was like, but looking back, I mean, it's probably the worst gift because it wasn't consumable. It's still sitting somewhere here in my house. And I'm not going to use it. You know what? Now that I say that, I think I'm gonna put those sets back together and I'm gonna destroy them sometime. But yeah.
Oh my gosh! You should burn them and film it and put it on our Patreon feed.
Oh, perhaps I may do that, or I may cook them with the spam. We'll see.
Oh my, that. Go for it. Go for it.
All right.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Second question. What's your opinion on leg warmers?
In the event of like an 80s disco party, totally necessary and totally obligated. But if you're thinking of wearing it in the day and age of 2017, still do it because you might start a trend.
They're nice.
They're nice,
but I wouldn't wear them.
Fair enough.
In some contexts, they are very hot on anybody, really. Like, not a specific person, just everybody.
They make you look pretty ridiculous.
I can't say I've ever used them, but I do wear pants, and those warm my legs more than shorts do.
Not necessary.
When we were thinking of these questions, we were like, what's your opinion on? I was like, what's some obscure 80s thing? I was like, leg warmers. Tendo didn't know what leg warmers were, so I sent him pictures, and we kind of already got each other's opinions, but my opinions are they look terrible and they should stay in the 80s. Okay, what are your opinions?
My
Tendo?
opinion is they're cool and they're awesome and they're attractive and you should wear them with shorts like when you go out with your friends. And I mean, personally, I'd keep them in neutral tones like wear them like socks, but then wear like sandals beneath it or something like that. I don't know. I think they're really cool. Do I think they're useful? No, because I think you could get socks that look equally as cool.
Pants.
But on the off chance that no pants. Get out of here. No, nobody wants your pants. That you're wearing like sandals or like flip flops, and your legs are a little cold, or you just want to look awesome. Put on some leg warmers. I like them.
Okay, Tendo, if you don't get leg warmers within the next 24 hours, I'm gonna disown you. Okay. Unless you already own a pair of leg warmers.
I don't.
Actually, you didn't even know what they were. You do. You do need to. You know what? We need to meet up sometime in real life, and you better be wearing leg warmers.
Got it.
Anyway, the next question was, if you had a band, what would it be called? What kind of music would you play?
The name would be something edgy. I don't know, probably like...
I think the band name Something Edgy is just
Something
good.
Edgy? Okay.
Something Edgy, yeah.
Yeah. And it would probably be like alternative rock or something.
It'd be 3.14 pi. Because why not? Playing heavy metal music, but the beat is in tune with pi.
The Rift Rippers. That's like a weapon from Ratchet and Clank, and I feel like because we like destroy time and space, just like we destroy the guitars we play.
Type of music would definitely be disco. Like classic 70s, 80s disco. What the band would be named. The Bee's Knees. Type of music I would play, forks and spoons, mostly just unconventional instruments like a didgeridoo, like forks and anything really. Anything you can consider an instrument. Make it an instrument, make it a band, make it a genre, but the name of the band would probably just be crap.
So Tendo, take it away.
See, I asked so many people this question, and the funny thing is,
you never thought of an answer.
I never thought of it myself.
Yeah, no, neither did I.
So, but you know what? I just thought of something now, just as you were asking that. So here's what I want to do. I want to bring like 80s Renaissance techno. Kind of like when techno, like electronic music, was just becoming a thing. You know, the synth was big, and they'd be called the Space Pirates, which I'm sure is already the name of a band. But if not, basically you could name them whatever would fit. But the idea is they'd all be dressed as pirates, like out on the high seas, but they'd be cyborg in some way. So like instead of having an eye patch, one of them would have like a robotic eye. Instead of one having a peg leg, they'd have like a robotic leg. One of them having a hook, they'd have like, this like laser cannon or something. So they'd be like cyborg pirates. And what they think their music would be, they'd sing like pirate shanties. But
it's all techno-y.
But it uses like synth instruments. So it still has that swing sort of kind of like that a shanty would have.
Yeah.
And it still has the pirate accent, and it still has like the subject matter of being out in the seas and losing your madam and fighting monsters and whatever. But it would have that twist, and it would sound like techno music. So that would be my band, the Space Pirates.
I was actually looking up the Space Pirates, and it's actually an episode of Doctor Who from 1969. So it's not completely original. Actually, no, that's a great band name, and I love it. I was looking around, and I thought it would be really cool to have. I think more bands need to be targeted toward the nerd culture demographic. So my band would be called the D20s. The D20s. And the performance would consist of rolling dice as an instrument. Then the rest of the music would be mandolins and other medieval type instruments. And we'd play nice Renaissance music. But also, every song is about a story of D&D. It's written, it's from the first person, or it says you are doing this. It's not first person, it's second person. Second person. So all songs, second person, they're called the D20s. Dice
I
is an instrument.
Love that. I'm just imagining this massive mic up to this one dude in the back that just... No, he's not in the back. He's like front and center. He rolls the dice, and it's just like... Do, 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 do.
And there's like echo. Oh, that would be... And the thing is, their repertoire consists of 20 songs, and they roll the D20 to see which song they do first.
There you go.
And then they keep rolling, and
That's
if they
the
happen
selling
to
point.
roll 2 4s in a row, they do the same song twice in a row.
And everyone is hoping for the 20, because the 20 would always be their new song.
Their new song, and it always has the most amazing spectacular. It has the huge fire, and there's an actual dragon. They hire an actual dragon. An actual dragon to breathe fire all over the place, but only if they get the crit 20.
Yeah, and like they're actually like based on like how good the song or how high they're rated, not how good they are, but like how much people like them will be based on the number. So like they'll legit like roll a 1 or 2, and like people are all there for the band, but just like because that's the gimmick, they'll like boo those songs.
Yeah, because it's a 1.
Right.
Even though it might be a great song.
Exactly. Oh, I love that idea.
I love this idea so much. I just thought of it because I saw there was a die on my on my thing, and I hadn't had an idea. I was like, wow. But yeah. And our final question was, what's the happiest fruit?
A banana.
The dragon fruit is the happiest. And the reason why is because it doesn't get a lot of credit for what it really is. But it's okay with that. It goes on living its life, super proud of what it is. Well, I watched this TEDx talk about happiness, and in order to achieve happiness, you must be grateful. So before we think of the happiest fruit, we need to think of the most grateful fruit. What fruit do you see all the time at Thanksgiving? That's right, the apple. The apple is a very grateful fruit.
Why wouldn't it be a grapefruit?
You know, it could be a grapefruit because grateful and grapefruit sound
Very
similar.
It's a great fruit.
So it's a grapefruit. So in that case, that could be the happiest fruit, the grapefruit.
The first thing that came to mind was orange. It's probably an orange. Just because probably like the Clementine logo, it's got the happy orange. Not really an orange, but
Gotta go with peaches. They're such a lively red and orange color when you get inside, and their flavor is just heavenly. Gotta go with the peach.
So, okay, Tendo, what do you think the happiest fruit is? Because I've heard grapefruit, I've heard dragon fruit, I've heard star fruit, I've heard papaya, I've heard banana, peach.
If I'm being honest, okay, whenever I heard happiest fruit, in my head I always pictured star fruit, because something about a star fruit is so happy because it's a star. Like, you know, I can associate emotions and smiley faces all I want with apples and oranges, but like when I look at a star fruit, it looks like fun. Like I look at it, I'm just like, that's a fun fruit. Look how fun it is. Look how much fun it's having just being a star fruit. You go, star fruit. Is it that good? Nah, it's not really that good. The texture's pretty rough. But
yeah,
I just look at it and
it's happy.
It looks happy.
Something actually, I think when I look at a star fruit, it just looks content. And it looks calm and collected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
a whole star fruit.
I can see that in a lot of fruits, but like with this, it's yellow. It has this jutting sharp shape. It instead of this complacent roundness, you know, that many other fruits have. It's just like it's out there. It's like, look at me. I'm a star fruit, and I don't care what you think because I'm happy.
Okay, well, my answer is much less philosophical and deep, but I'd say that the happiest fruit is a banana. Why, you may ask? Because it's yellow, and yellow is a very happy, joyful color. In addition, it's shaped like a smile. How much happier can you be?
Boom, just like that. Well done.
So, Segment 4. Recently, I've discovered that if you go to a website such as DaFont, which is a place for free fonts that you can download, a lot of the names make really good band names.
They do.
And so, what I was hoping we could do, but because we literally just did that, is we choose a name from DaFont of a font title, a TypeScript, and then we'd make a TV show out of it.
Right.
This is gonna be completely improvised. So let's set a goal for this. We're gonna try to make a TV show. First, before we find a name, we're gonna need to establish things. What do we need to find out here? We need to find out a main character, a genre it falls under, and the main plot.
All right, sure, if you want. I was just gonna go to town, but yeah, that sounds good to me.
I mean, that's the bare minimum.
Right.
Bare minimum. The plot, main character, and genre. Okay. Which, all those things should be pretty easy. And then we can just bounce off each other like we did for the D20s. Okay. I'm currently at DaFont. The first one is Sun Valley. That's just really good. Another one is Atlantic Bentley and Dope Style.
So, should we...
I really like Dope Style.
I see Dope Style. I also see The Blacklist.
Yeah, well, that's already a TV show, so...
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Never mind. What about... Are You Hung Up? That sounds like a TV show that already exists. Let's go with that first one, because I want this to be pretty random.
Sun Valley?
Right, yeah.
Sun Valley? Okay, Sun Valley. I'm thinking it's like a happy place, but also it has a dark secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you could do Sun Valley, and it could be a sitcom of this perfect utopia place where it's all happy and sunny, and it's really like, everybody's happy-go-lucky, and it would be a very boring show. Or make this show called Sun Valley that appears to be very innocuous and happy, but it has a dark side. So... genre, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking psychological horror right off the bat.
Psychological horror, yeah.
I'm thinking this is a bit like how would I describe this? I would say it's a bit like the movie Hot Fuzz. But instead of comedic, it has the mood of
like Twin Peaks?
Yeah, or like Twin Peaks, something like Mr. Robot kind of thing.
Still haven't seen that either.
Okay, well, basically...
I also actually haven't seen Twin Peaks either, so I mean...
Well, here's the idea. We have this perfect town, that seems very perfect on the outside. And I know this has been done a million times, but it's just a television show. Bear with us.
It definitely has, and this is just supposed to be some crazy television show.
Right,
so.
But the thing is, things are very off about it. There's little subtleties. And hints of something darker. The question is, though, Noah, what is this darker thing?
Okay, first I'd like to say that there's a bunch of butterflies everywhere, but every single butterfly has skulls on its wings, but you don't see that unless you get close. So that's the first thing. The first shot of the entire show is this beautiful meadow with the sunny, yellowy, bright colors, and then there's this You follow a butterfly, and it lands, and it zooms in right onto his wings, and then it highlights the skulls, and that's the intro.
I like that. All right.
Sun Valley. Okay, let's get a main character so we know who it follows. Should it follow a first person's perspective, or maybe it could be a show? Should it be a show about one character and their journey through this place,
that's
or about the entire town?
I would say
the happenings.
It would have to be that character, because I know in things where they've done something like this, it works best when it's from a first person, because then there's this mystery to it. If you jump around, you lose the mystery and you feel omniscient.
Yeah.
And if we have the other characters acting strange, we won't know what it's about, because we have it from a perspective that we can relate to and seems objective. And I'm going to call this character Julieta, because that was the other font that I saw on the front of the font.
Oh, that's perfect. Her name is Julieta Valley. Sorry. No. I'm going to refresh the page. Julieta Honey Guide.
There you go. I like that.
Julieta Honey Guide. That's her name. So, what's her story? Does she move into this town? Because I feel like that's the best way to...
I've actually been trying to brainstorm a way that she can get into it besides moving in, because I feel like, yes, we're using the trope of a happy town that isn't happy, but how can we divert how they get there? Because it's usually like, we're tired of our boring life. We're gonna move to Happy Town. That's all happy. I feel like there needs to be like some reason she has to be there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, is she like a child, and then she moved with her parents, or is she an adult? She's an adult here.
I feel like we could do more with her being an adult, because if there's parent figures, then we also have to put it from the perspective of them, because we have to assume that they're also normal, and it just works better if it's one person by themselves.
Unless she's a child living with these parents, but she doesn't have any memories of who her parent, like, ever getting there, or these ever being her parents. She just knows. It's intrinsic to her nature. She just knows that these are her parents, but she doesn't actually exactly remember anything. Because I don't remember, like, where my parents are. I've just always known them. Right. So what if these people, she's normal, she's taken from her home and brought to Sun Valley and raised with these people?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. I don't like that idea, because I like the idea of them being by themselves, but you know what? That brings us for the opportunity of the parents trying to shelter her from these strange things and trying to divert her from finding out the dark truth.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And also, there's also room for, child companions, which I think are always more appealing than, because it's also like that childlike wonder of... Have you seen Stranger Things? You haven't.
I have not.
In Stranger Things, there's like mysteries that go on and stuff. And people, like the kids... Actually, no, I feel like we're going too much Stranger Things if we go kid route.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, Julietta Honey Guide is a 25-year-old just out of college.
There we go. Keep it super, like, relatable to the audience. We gotta go for that demographic. Those are the people that are gonna watch this in our Amazon original series.
Yes, this is an Amazon Prime original series. That's also what we need to do. We need to come up, like, we need to think of which cable, like, this, like, what network this is on.
It can't be Netflix, because if it was Netflix, then that infers that it's original. It has to be, like, it has to sound like it's copying, like, other popular shows.
Yeah. Its caption is... Amazon's Stranger Things. There we go. Okay, so this is a show for Amazon Prime, original series, Sun Valley, psychological thriller, following Julietta Honey Guide, and it's just about her finding out the dark secrets of the people who run the town, and, so that's the plot. So I think that's just, I don't want to go super in depth with this. I think it would be fun. We definitely need to do this again. I think we should devote one episode just to this sometime.
I like
that
idea.
We just plan out an entire series, an entire band, or something. I think this definitely would work as something. And it's all from Font. I'm going to call this series Font Inspiration.
I would call it... Never mind.
What would you call it?
I was going to call it The Show. And it would just always be
That's
show.
Stupid.
But I like the idea of it being different kinds of things.
Yeah, it could be a film, it could be a show, it could be... If you guys have a suggestion for what it should be, like if it should be a TV show, if it should be just a franchise of films, maybe just a type of product, I don't know, a band, tell us, and we'll definitely do this again, because I think this was really fun. Sun Valley... Coming to Amazon Prime, April 20th, 2032.
There you go. Perfect.
Segment 5. Wildagotchi. We haven't done this in a while.
Crap. Oh, crap. I almost just did a spit take. They're probably all dead. Oh.
And I have made sure to not inform Tendo that we've been doing this. I haven't been asking him how his people are, because I feel like he should be responsible for his own things, and I feel like he killed all of them.
No. Oh, it's... Noah, it's not looking good. Oh, but
So,
buddy. Come on.
So for those who weren't here last time, Wildagotchi is like a Tamagotchi, which is a virtual pet that you have to take care of, and basically we bring it back. Tendo, how are your pets doing?
Before we do that, can I address a complaint I have about the app?
It doesn't notify you?
No. You can't kill them, alright?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna bring in my
can't kill 'em.
scientific findings.
I have tried so hard. I have left this baby, this literal baby giraffe. No, not this baby hippo. This hippo can't even walk. It's just sitting down. I have left it alone for like probably a month. And it look at this. Its hunger is all the way full. Its energy is full. Its hygiene is full. You want to know why? Because the last place I left it on was the adult wolf. Yes, the animal that could go out and find its own food and find its own water and, and reproduce. No, that's the one that has everything empty and is sick, but not dead. I can't kill him. I just can't.
So your complaint is that it's not realistic enough.
My complaint is that I can't kill animals, Noah.
Okay, so last time we did this segment, I said I'd try to kill one of them to see if I could kill it, and I named him Gonna Die. So, recently I tried to kill him, he couldn't die. So, that's the result. You can't kill him, it doesn't matter, but they stop aging entirely, so, that's a thing.
My Brontosaurus has been asleep for, the same amount of time that the wolf should have been dead, probably a month. And his energy's still at 0, Wow, that's just a mess.
Yeah,
Stop waving your stupid little arms, gorilla. You're not happy. You should be dead.
So I didn't tell Tendo that we were going to do the segment beforehand, because I feel like it would have had more shock factor if I was just like, hey, we're doing this. And it seems like that happened.
I really wish I could kill them, though. Like, I wish I could have come back and been like, oh, look, it's a cage full of corpses. But no, it's just one sick wolf, and everything's fine.
You know what? This is just like Sun Valley. That has to happen. Everything's fine, but actually everyone's dead. They're all dead on the inside. That's gonna be episode 5. Trust me, it'll be great. That episode 5 comes out in 2042. They're very spaced out because it's a high production show. Just wait, it'll be great. Anyway,
all of mine are still named nonsense. That is unpronounceable.
Fair enough. But also, what I didn't tell you is that it kept crashing, and I had to reset everything. So, I have now gotten all of my pets back to full adult stages. And it took a long time. So, actually, it took 16 days to get all of them back to adults.
Alright,
so,
Noah, I'm freeing all my pets right now.
No! You can't do this!
Why not?
Oh, okay, go for it. Wait, why are you freeing your pets?
Because
you
I killed them, Noah. I sit them in a cage until they die.
I'm releasing all of them. They're all being released. Except for Harambe. Harambe's staying with me. Okay, I've released all of them because I feel like now that they're adults, they can fend for themselves. Okay, Harambe, you're going too. You're an adult now. There we go.
I probably shouldn't free the baby animals, but you know what?
No, don't free the baby
animals with me.
No! Tendo! Don't be so hard on yourself.
No,
you can't kill them anyway, so... And also, they always look happy, so it doesn't matter what you do.
I freed all of them except for a hippo. Oh my gosh, they're all back as babies. Come on.
Actually, they're just unnamed animals.
They're not... I see. They're new. Alright. Well, I'm not going to take care of you, alright? I freed your parents. Count them lucky. You're going to be the generation that just sits here and rots.
Sun Valley, coming April 20th, 2032. That would have been a really good place to end the episode, but you need to take us out, so...
You're wandering through the sewer, because your house got raided by a bunch of really happy old people. with a bunch of like kitchen utensils that look harmless and like kitchen utensils, but they're actually like really dangerous weapons. And you're looking through maybe the sewers. You can find a way to get out of this terrible town and all these terrible people in it that have actually started trying to kill you in very subtle, happy manners. But as you're going this one direction down this tunnel, a smell gets very potent. And sure enough, you get to the end of the tunnel, and there lumbering before you is a massive spam golem. And, yeah, he just utters 2 words. Kill me. I give up. I'm out. I'm not doing the show no more. Bye.
Welcome back.